Hello and welcome. Please feel as if you are stepping into a quiet space, no matter where you are. Imagine it as something separate from where you've been. Put aside any distractions, let them go for this short period of time. If you're not listening to this on your phone, put your phone on mute, set it aside, turn off the TV, or let your computer go to sleep for a moment. If you are driving, pull over, just sit back and listen. Thank you. Now take a moment to become comfortable. Let yourself settle in. Wiggle around through your hips until they feel comfortable. Sit up tall, maybe supporting yourself with something behind the back. If you're seated on the floor, let your legs cross or stretch out. And if you're seated in a chair, let your feet comfortably touch the earth. And as you inhale, feel the crown of your head lengthening gently upwards. And as you sigh out the breath, let your eyes begin to close. Take another breath, just noticing this next inhale, your first real awareness in this moment of breath. And then appreciate the softness of your exhale. Which one is longer? Which part is shorter? Which side of the breath makes you feel awake, and which side of the breath calms you, feels peaceful? Just be here with your breath for the next minute or so, feeling the inhale, aware of the exhale. Simply breathe, letting the breath be your mantra. In and out. And bring your awareness back into the body and notice if anything has already changed. Notice if you feel different. What does it feel like to be present in this moment? Breathing. Continue to breathe. Now imagine yourself in a cool, beautiful green forest. It's a gentle forest, one filled with leafy trees and pine trees. There's a lot of light flowing down through the branches. The air is fresh. Pause for a moment at the head of the trail and just take time to look around, seeing all the shades of green, maybe noticing some of the leaves beginning to turn color with autumn. Notice what the undergrowth looks like. Are there ferns or just soft mosses? Are there any wild flowers growing or mushrooms? And then gently begin to look upwards and notice the blue of the sky glinting through the branches of the trees. Notice the heights of the trees and the thickness of the branches. And then take a moment to breathe a little deeper, smelling the freshness of the air in the forest. The soil, the trees, the air, and all the scents of the air. And then take a moment to hear the birds in the trees, all the different kinds of birds. Maybe you hear bees flying, or squirrels and chipmunks running up into the trees. And then just step a little closer to one of the trees and imagine your hand reaching out and touching the bark of the tree, of its beautiful trunk. Feel it under your palm, under your fingertips. And then turn back to your path. And start a slow walk, step by step, down the soft dirt of the pathway. Letting your gaze travel around through the trees. You are waiting for an invitation. You know there is one tree there waiting for you. Continue this slow, easy walk. And there ahead of you, you see it. You see the tree that has been waiting for you. You walk over and sit in front of it. Let the gaze wander up the trunk and into the branches as high as the eyes can see. And then let the gaze wander back down the trunk to the very base, where the roots dive deep under the earth, traveling outwards in all directions. As you breathe next to you, imagine yourself and feel yourself breathing in what the tree is sharing. And as you exhale, that breath of the exhale moves forward to feed this tree. As you inhale, the tree gifts you back a breath of oxygen, an inhale filled with scent and life. And as you exhale, you gift that back to the tree. There you both sit, inhaling and exhaling as one. Inhaling what the tree exhales, exhaling what the tree will breathe in. Imagine it in a circle, flowing in through the mouth and out through the heart. In through the nose or the mouth, out through the heart. Continue with that breath. Continue to breathe with this tree. As you continue to breathe, you notice that you have lost the distinction between self and tree, that there is no boundary between the breath, the body, and the forest. There is no line between the air and all of nature, which includes you. You feel the rhythm of the pulse of everything. You sense the messages being shared below you, just below the surface. That message that flows from this, your friend tree, down through the earth to everything living as far as your eyes can see. Listen close, because this message is being shared with you as well. Continue to breathe and listen. What is the message you hear? What is it that this tree has been waiting to share with you? The message will come as it's meant to. It might be visual, it might be in words, or it might be in a sense of something felt in energy. Don't try and create it. There is no need to force it. The message has always been there. This tree in this moment is simply here to help you remember. Take a deep inhale, one last breath from your friend, and share it back on the exhale. Thank your companion. And thank all of the forest around you as you gently stand up and begin to return back to the edge of the forest. As you arrive at the edge of the forest, take a deep, filling breath of all this fresh, beautiful air. Everything that you are a part of. And exhale outwards as if you could feed all of nature with your breath. And then feel yourself here again within this space that you began in. Feel your feet or your body on the earth. Feel the length of your spine. Notice the breath in this body moving in and out. Notice anywhere where the body has maybe become a little stiffer and let some movement shift into it. If the mind is already starting to rush forward into the rest of the day, just gently ask it to remain here for one final moment as you feel yourself becoming more present, more aware. You are no different than you were before, and yet there is something new. There is something you will be taking with you into your day, into your week. This gift from your friend tree. There's no need to hold on to it tight. You cannot lose it. There's no need to desperately try to remember the message. It is there with you always. But consider, when our time here is complete, that you could, before doing anything else, take a moment and journal to yourself. Write down these words or draw a picture or create a little memento of what it is that is being gifted to you. Now, gently let your eyes begin to open into the day. Maybe stretch your arms and your legs out as you take a deep, deep breath. And a big sighing exhale. Namaste. Thank you for sharing this time. Thank you for being here within this time of your day and of your life. Be well.